are here. First episode of Who's Got Next. I got the homie here, Raymont McElroy, man. Appreciate you for coming through, homie.
Always.
Man, we trying to get into your story, bruh.
Where you want to start?
You start with the first shot. And I'm going to tell you some stuff you don't know. Some funny stories, bro. So we're going to start off from the beginning, homie. Where you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Yeah, what part?
Man, Burla.
Okay.
A little bit of Burla Zoo.
Okay. Okay, go ahead, man. You got any siblings?
Yeah. I got two little brothers and I got a little sister. So I'm the oldest out of everybody.
You the OG then.
Yeah.
How was it being the oldest?
Definitely putting pressure. Definitely got more chores, more responsibility than everybody.
Yeah.
You know how that go.
Yeah. For sure.
If they don't do it, I got to make up for it.
Right. So you the extra parent then.
Man, basically.
Mm-hmm. So how old was you, bro, when you picked up this ball, bro, and you started hooping?
I say probably about 4 or 5 years old. I didn't take it serious really till middle school.
Okay.
So yeah, I just tapped into it. Yeah. It really was just a release for me. You know what I'm saying?
Speak on that.
So basically, I was with my dad a lot.
Yeah.
And when Pops had got locked up,
damn.
it was just my thing to like, I needed something. I needed, you know what I mean?
Sure.
We tried therapy.
For
my
sure.
mom tried to put me in that.
Yeah.
It just wasn't working. So for me, this did it for me. Yeah. And that's how I just took it more serious. I started seeing guys that are really good. Yeah. And I just locked in, man. Yeah. You know, we didn't have no gym. We was outside. I was outside all day, every day by myself in the backyard. So.
Kids don't even play outside no more. That's crazy.
The outside park.
I ain't even gonna lie to you, bro, because like I grew up by Lincoln. And every time you go past Lincoln back in the day, it's either warning or like something going on. Now, bro, I thought they closed it. But it's still open. That's wild. So, bro, you used to play by yourself.
Yeah.
Did you think you was good, or you was just like, man, this is just
I just kind of feel like sometimes you got to isolate yourself. And for me, that worked. You know, some people like being around people and working out. Yeah. For me personally, it was me working on me, and not even just basketball, mentally. So that was time for myself, for me to get me together. But at the same time, it pushed me, you know what I'm saying? And then obviously the neighborhood to come. I was the house on the block. Everybody came to hoop that. Okay. So in the morning, I knew I had to get it in. Afternoon, I knew they would come. Evenings, I was by myself again. And that's just how I went. And I was the youngest on the block. So, you know what I mean? Right. I had no choice but to get better. To be honest with you. They used to kick my butt, man. It's all good, though. I needed it.
So
you know what I'm saying? At
what point did you feel like, all right, I'm kind of good at this shit?
I would say 7th grade year. Okay. When I transferred to McElroy Lutheran School.
Okay, that's the perfect segue, bro.
Like 6th grade, I was valid. I'm like, I'm straight. Obviously, I was at Bell. I was at a MPS school. Okay. Mom's got me out of there. She wanted more structure for me. Okay. So I went there, and man, that was the time I really was going through it. Like Pops just left, so I had nothing but the gym. You know what I mean? Nothing. So. Not the gym, my bad, because we didn't do the gym. We had 124. We had YMCA, 124. Right. But so for me, again, it was just outside. And, man, I just remember just working on something. And it's like, that's one thing about training right now. People be thinking they do something one time and think it's finna, literally, I would work on a certain move. And I had to make 100 times before I try to pull it in the game. You know what I mean? And for me, that was just, it worked for me. You know?
Bro, you said the perfect segue, and I'll tell you the first time I seen you. So you said you went to Mount Calvary. I went to Christ Memorial. And, you know, they in the same league. You was never in y'all same division, but you was in the same, like, league. Yeah. And I think the first time I ran across you, I want to say our school was so small, I was playing on the 8th grade team in 5th grade. Yeah. So I think we played y'all, and Mac was my favorite player back in the day. Oh, okay. It still is. Oh, yeah. I seen you with the Mac on. I'm like, who did with the Mac on? That shit look like a little Mac. And I seen him play. I'm like, damn, dude, cold. So you, Trav, Jake from he went to Northwest.
Northwest, yep.
Fairy Fruit, Mount Calvary. Because bro, I played baseball when I was little. I just played basketball. Yeah. During basketball. Yeah. So I'm not exposed to cats like y'all. Yeah. But when I seen you in particular, I'm like, dude, you waxed us. So it made me pay attention.
Yeah.
Every time after my games, I stay and watch you, Emmaus, all them teams. So I'm like, dang. And another thing, bro, with that Lutheran League, that league do not get its flowers, bro.
It don't.
Players came out of that league.
I can't speak on it now, but when we were man, listen.
Players came out of that league.
I remember they like, man, you don't play against nobody. And I'm like, all right, come check this out real quick. It was different.
Another cat, Derek Washington, was I think he was a year younger.
Yeah, he was at I forgot what school. Was he at St. Peter?
Oh, bro.
Then we had people forgot about Gospel Lutheran. Before they closed down, they had a little child in them. Yeah. Hey, listen, boy,
killers out that league. But yeah, bro, that was the first time I came across you. I'm like, damn, dude, cold, man. Like, and I'm younger, so I'm like, it gives me something to work towards.
Yeah.
So I'm like, hey, so let me ask this. You did your thing at Mount Calvary.
Yeah.
And you know the feeder school is Milwaukee Lutheran.
Yeah.
And I'll say this. If all them cats from that Lutheran League went to Milwaukee Lutheran, they would have won state.
Yeah.
At least one of them years.
Oh, I'm not listening.
So.
So why I ain't go there?
I need it on camera, bro. I need it on camera.
So crazy story. Me and Trav was locked in.
Yeah.
And we were talking. And we used to have high school coaches at our games, like really watching, especially when we played.
Yeah, that's right.
It'll be 5, 6 schools there.
Yeah.
And for me, man, you know, Marcus Houston, man, you know, he was the coach at Mesmer.
Yeah.
And for me, it just made Hines. It just made sense, man. Hines really, and he knew my mom.
Yeah.
And Milwaukee Lutheran would talk to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, they was really feeling Derek and Trav. Which I'm like, okay, cool, I get it. I get it. I understand. I ain't knocking nobody, nothing. So for me, man, listen, one thing I learned, even as an adult, man, right now, I'm always go where I mostly want it. You know what I'm saying? So I felt like Mesmer was that. And then I was playing Summer League, JV, and varsity before I even played my freshman year.
Yeah.
So again, it just made sense.
Made sense. You ever think about that? Like, damn, if I would have went there, man.
Man, me and Trav, every time we see each other.
Yeah, y'all talk about that shit.
Like, bro, if you would have came here, it would have been me, you, Barry. I'm like, man,
that's nasty.
I'm like, man, no, that would have been a more. It was crazy. We ended up, when I was at Mesmer, we ended up playing Milwaukee Lutheran at Milwaukee Lutheran for a playoff game.
Oh yeah,
man. And now I got a part of after that game. We up 20.
Yeah.
We got Derek Clamp. I'm like, Derek ain't getting, you know, he'll play right from half.
Yeah.
And Derek Clamp, I'm like, we good.
Yeah.
Man, he subbed me and DT out. Boy, Derek like 5 straight. It was over then.
Yeah.
You know, they had a crowd.
Yeah.
We played at their spot.
Yeah.
Momentum was over. We ended up losing. I remember looking at DT in the locker room like, hey, bro.
We up out of here.
Yeah, we up out of here, bro.
Yeah, man. How did you like Mesmer, though?
Mesmer was cool.
Yeah.
Mesmer was cool. It was cool. I would say it was good because it was a small setting, and that's what I was used to anyway.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So it just made sense for me.
Did anybody from Calvary go to Mesmer? You was
no, man, ain't nobody going to me. I was the only one.
Yeah. So, all right, so let's transition. You did 3 years at Mesmer, bruh. And you make that move. South Division, bro. Speak on that.
Man, I was going through a rough patch at that time, man. At that time, me and Moms was going through some stuff. I still was going through stuff with my pops being gone.
Yeah.
And man, at that time, I ain't gonna say homeless because I had places to go, but I was just moving crib to crib. I refused to be at Mom's crib.
Stability
so for me, I ended up running into Eugene Free. You know what I mean? So, and he basically connected me with South Division coach. So he see me work out. He was like, I want you. He showed me their schedule.
Yeah.
Terry Porter Classic. We hosted.
Right.
We go to Chicago. We go to Ohio. We go to Kentucky. I'm like, for a high school team, and we get gear, and we get shoes. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm coming here.
Yeah.
It just made sense for me. So that transition, I ain't gonna lie, it was tough because at that time it was really just me by myself.
Yeah.
And one thing I took pride in at that time was really just making sure my grades stayed where they was at.
Yeah.
I still was getting a 4.0 and things like that. And I ended up getting a full ride right out of South Division. You know what I mean? So that was tough. You know, a lot of people wasn't doing it because at that time, like now, you know, you got the ACT score, you got to qualify, you got to go through the NCAA clearinghouse. People don't know that.
Yeah.
That's why he ain't got no offers, because he got to go through the clearinghouse.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But no, South was love, man. South was love for sure.
Yeah, Pedro said the same thing.
No, man. Pedro was cool, man.
The same thing, bro. speak on that 1 year though. You go from what conference was you in for Mesmer at the time?
Mesmer, we were playing. It was called the Midwest Conference. That's when they had Burlington. And them schools. You know what I mean? And then that was crazy. The next year, Dominican jumped into our conference. And I'm like, man, I want to stay. But I'm like, I can't risk my senior year being put in. You know what I mean?
This hands again, bro. You and Big Levante would have been.
That's crazy, Levante. He got like that then.
Man, I was like, because I think Freddie was there with it. I'm like, if they got another guard, bro, they probably would have beat it.
If me, DT, and Said all stayed there. It was me, DT, and Said. Said came to South with me. DT went to Tech. And if we would, man, listen, we just couldn't. I mean, like, come on, man. Because I remember we had Gary Thomas as our assistant. He was All-American. You know what I mean? He D1. I'm like, bro, why don't we make him the coach? Like,
right.
Hey, no, I'm like, well, I'm out of here.
Y'all would have, because dog, I never heard of Levante before that year.
It was crazy.
Dog was
listen. He had the potential.
He just could never put it together.
Man, he tapped into that, bro. He tapped all the way in.
Cause we won both games. We won both games that year against Mesmer. Both of them was close,
came to the game. I came to the game. No, the game at Mesmer wasn't close.
No, that one. But the one at Dominican, they had us on the ropes for a little bit.
I came to that one for sure.
If they had another guard. But like, let me ask, bro, that transition going from the Midwest conference to the City Conference, what was the?
Man, come on, comp was crazy. You know, I think I'm running into
every night.
I'm running into. This when North Division was still, you know what I mean, all of this Pulaski, them schools, they had guys that can compete, you know what I'm saying? So for me, I would say, like, you got DG, you got Bree. I'm running into DT now over there. You got Chris McElroy over there. You got Vincent with Siobhan and all them still. Man, listen.
Go down the list, bro.
I can go all the way down, man. You got Washington, you got D-Mac, man. You got all them guys over there. Chris Vines. Right. I'm like, dog, every night. Ain't no night where you just chilling. Ben Custer had a whip at that time. You know what I'm saying?
It was over there.
And it was crazy. That's one person that I ain't really talked to, but I really want to give him his credit, bro. When I say me and him and Skip, because when we ended up living in Parkline, I was around them all the time. Them, Juju, Chris, them guys really pushed me because I'm like, dog. This one I was like, yo, I got to become a dog. Like and that was the thing. They like, man, dude soft. Like he don't like, he only do is shoot. So then when they started doing that made me go work on a floater, work on this, work on that. And then there you can't call no fouls in Parkline, man. You can call fouls in there you want to. See what happened.
What was one game you remember, bro, your senior year at Southford? You like, damn, I got my shit off that game.
As far as that, I would say the first game. The first game I think I had like 34 or something. Right away. My first game at South. So people were like, man, is he good? I was good. But I ain't gonna lie, the best game was, man, my pop surprised me. He got released. It was like after 8 years. He popped up at my game. I didn't even know or nothing. So I'm like, yo, I didn't have my best game because I was so good. But that was probably one of the dopest moments. Ohio really opened up my recruiting because we played in the St. Vincent St. Mary tournament. And we ended up going against a really good team out there. And they had a guard that committed to Wright State. He was D1. So you know me, I'm like, hey, let's work. Man, I ended up giving that boy about, I think I had like 32, 8 and 8 or something. Ooh. Next week, I got Cleveland State, Wright State, and all that South Division watching me. Because you know, they play UWM.
They right
So they coming to watch me. Man, I remember I did not miss a shot. I purposely was just like, I was locked in. But then, now looking at it, that's what I tell guys. I'm like, you got to act like that even when they're not there. So that's when I started looking at myself and why NBA man didn't happen for me is because I didn't have that mindset to go that hard as if, let's say, Coach Kyle or, you know what I mean? Patino right there. You know what I'm saying? That's how you got to be.
All right, man, that's dope, man. All right, so let's transition. South Division, coming towards the end of your year in terms of school. You got to pick a school, bro. What's the process like?
Man, it wasn't no process. I'm going to be honest with you. So Cleveland State and Wright State was there. But then they ended up picking up North Cole. So made sense. I'm not knocking that. So for me, it was Northern Michigan University And then I had literally probably every JUCO, you know what I mean?
Right.
They like, yo, he a big guard, he a big one. At that time, I'm 6'1", 6'2", you know what I'm saying? So it was cool, man. It just made sense. And so my grandma and them was like, hold on, you got a 4-year?
Yeah.
And it's 5 hours away?
Right.
Oh, you going to Northern Michigan?
Yeah.
I said, what? They're like, you going to Northern Michigan? So it was Northern Michigan.
Let me ask, was you like holding out hope, like, man, I know I could take this D2, but this D1, like they might.
Of course. And I ain't gonna lie, that JUCO route, it would have been dope. I even thought about doing it after my freshman year. After I got freshman of the year at the GLIAC conference. I just couldn't do JUCO, you know, the money, I would say the money not the same. Even though you're going to be on the full ride, you know, I was getting, you know, can't say too much on camera, but I was getting some, you know, I was good.
Right.
I'm going to say that. Right. He was good.
All right, man, let me get some shots up too, man. But, so you played your, how many years did you do at Northern?
3.
You did 3?
Yep, I did 3.
How was that experience?
It was cool, man. I would say, again, I just was blessed to be in certain situations because at that time, you could have, we had Canadians because we right there on the border.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So those guys do 4 years of college there, then do 4 years of college here. So I'm running into.
Wait, Paul.
Yeah. I swear, listen.
They do 4 years, so they come in like 21?
They come in 21, 22. So you got to think I'm coming in as an 18-year-old.
Right, with grown-ass man, dude.
You know what I mean? 24, 25-year-olds. That's grown man strength.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? They experience.
Bro, what's the logic behind
So this was crazy. This was, oh man, this all tapped into my first game at Michigan State.
Yeah.
So it was crazy. They ended up changing the rule in the midst of us about to go to Michigan State. We're literally about to get on the bus and go play Michigan State. My first game is on TV.
Yeah.
We playing against K-Lou.
Okay.
You know what I mean? I'm going to play against K-Lou.
Yeah.
I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
Man, they got a call, NCAA call that said those guys aren't eligible right now. I ain't gonna lie, they was 25.
That's what I'm saying.
It was, man. It's like, man, like, hold on.
Yeah.
So we ended up going shorthanded, man.
Yeah.
We ended up going real shorthanded, man.
Yeah.
So they let them play that year, but moving forward, you couldn't. It was over. You couldn't do it no more.
Yeah.
It was because it's cheap. Like, let's imagine we 4 years over here and we go somewhere else and got another 4 years.
Yeah.
We gonna be cold and dominated, bro.
Man, that's wild, bruh. 4 years, but that is crazy.
That was crazy.
What was the comp like out here?
Man, that GLIAC conference was.
It was tough.
It was tough. Yeah. It was tough for sure. And like I said, for me, it was really. I think I got advantage. I'm playing against grown men already.
Right.
And these guys are guys that end up going to go play overseas.
Yeah. Fact.
My favorite player, Chris Warner, man. I remember he just took me under his wing. He was older, you know what I'm saying? Yeah. We had some of the similarities with like doing social work and things like that. So it just made sense. It just really made sense. But I had that advantage because he's like, I ain't had to get no weight room. I'm like, bro, I just play hard. I had to get the weight room. They was in there killing me.
Yeah.
Literally killing me.
Yeah.
You got it?
Yeah.
But yeah, man. So that was the take on. That was the take on that. It really was helpful. Because again, grown man. You got it. Grown man at the end of the day.
Man, that's wild.
Yeah.
All right, bro. So you did your time there, bro. What made you transfer?
Man. All right, we're going to get to the nitty gritty, man. I'm going to keep it all 100.
Yeah.
So, Doug Lewis, he's coach here right now at King.
Yeah.
He ended up taking the position.
He took the head coach?
Took the head coaching position. And I remember calling our athletic director like, hey, I need a release.
Yeah.
They like, why you want to release? Keep in mind, I just averaged 18.
Yeah.
I'm a sophomore. I'm all conference. Sophomore. So I'm like,
doing your thing.
Like, why you want to leave? I'm like, man, I just don't know this coach. Maybe I'm not for him. And I do research. All his guards he had at Central State. Small, quick, crazy fast. I'm none of that. You know what I mean? I'm me. And I'm like, man. And I just remember he called like, hey, I'm finna come to Milwaukee right now. I'm like, all right. He literally came ASAP, sat in the living room with me and Moms. And Moms kind of knew of him. Milwaukee stuff. Knew of him. So I'm like, all right. And he like, man, you know, it'd be good you come back. I'm like, cool. Man, practice started. Boy, all that changed. And I ain't even tripping. You know what I'm saying? Coach supposed to be a certain way. It was. I don't know. I think it was when you the head guy, you trying to make a statement.
Yeah.
Trying to make an example out of somebody. I think that's what it was.
Say less.
You know, I can really wholeheartedly sit here and say I ain't never been late. I never was kicked out of practice.
Yeah.
It was never nothing like that.
Yeah.
And I just felt like it wasn't the right fit. I remember Michigan Tech game, we played our rivals. This one made me leave.
Yeah.
We played our rivals. So my team, my mom and my family come up.
Yeah.
Like, this a big game.
Right.
Like cracking. Like we at the crib.
Yeah.
The team ended up hitting like 23s or something crazy for the game. We ended up getting smacked.
Yeah.
So we're in the locker room. I'm thinking like, man, I'm salty, but I'm about to go eat with my family.
Yeah.
Oh, man. So an article had came out before that game like, why is McElroy not starting? Like, why is the best player on the team not starting?
Yeah.
They tried to do an interview. I wouldn't do it with them, but that posted in the newspaper, like, McElroy not starting. Like, you know what I mean? And they asked him about it.
Yeah.
You know, and he obviously went away from the question. But what killed me was after the game, he tell moms, and I'm like, oh, we got a meeting. Like, bro, they just drove 5 hours. It's 8, 9 at night.
Right.
Let me go eat with my family, man.
Yeah.
So we do watch film.
Yeah.
He went around and asked everybody, like, why you think we lost? What you think? I was like, they hit 23s. I said, we were helping entirely too hard.
Yeah.
Literally, this how it went.
Yeah.
He like, you know what? Get up. I'm like, what? He like, get up. I'm like, you give me my release? He like, yeah. So I grabbed my stuff.
On the spot?
On the spot. This ain't the first time an incident happened, but it wasn't with me. Yeah. And this is the thing with me. He did this with other people though.
Yeah.
But my whole logic was always, nah, hey coach, I'll run for him. Or I'll do this. We're not gonna send this kid back to Chicago. Yeah. Or, you know what I mean, back home. We're not doing that.
Yeah.
And I end up just getting up out of there. Got my release. So I ain't gonna lie. I think I'm coming off averaging 17, 18 as a sophomore.
Yeah.
At that time, my role had changed. He didn't want me to be a scoring guard. So I'm averaging 13 and like 8 assists, which is good.
And they had you at the one?
They had me at the one. I still was at the one. But he wanted me to be more of a facilitator to the school. I'm like, man, cool. I was with it. Yeah. So
you think he had a guy in mind, somebody who he wanted to bring?
I ain't gonna lie. I don't even think he did that. I remember he always used to tell us, which as a coach is cool, because I'm a coach now. He's like, I'm clearing house after this. Y'all all on like this. Y'all all on the trial. Like I'm clearing house after this shit. He said, I got the job late. My players will be here. I'm like,
I don't like that for the college level. I can see if as a pro, I get it. But bro, you still dealing with young men, dog. You can't mentally. Like that do something. So, all right, bro. Northern Michigan, that's a done deal, bro.
Yeah.
What was the next move?
So I had an opportunity to go to University of Louisiana. Not that Louisiana. They had a small, it was like a D1.
Okay.
Small D1.
Yeah, it's a couple years.
A couple of them there.
Yeah.
And they were transitioning from D3 to D1 the next year.
Okay.
So they like, if you come here, we'll be D1, you're going to be eligible right away. Yeah. I just couldn't do it because I was getting some money. You know what I mean? On top of, you know what I mean? So I was like, all right, I can't.
Yeah.
I ain't finna get up out of here, man.
Yeah.
So I stayed because my scholarship good for a year.
Okay.
So this happened like right before Christmas break.
Yeah.
So I was like, man, I'm gonna stay. I stayed that second semester, just kept going to school, working out.
Yeah.
I ended up having, no lie, if you were a decent D2, you reached out. I probably had about 50 scholarship offers, all D2. You gotta think, because if you go D2,
they already know
right away.
Yeah.
If you go D2, you can play right away.
Yeah.
In my mind, I ain't gonna lie, I was talking to UWM. I'm like, they already was kind of recruiting me a little bit. They like, man, come back to the crib.
Yeah.
Sit out a year. I'm like, I do not want to sit out a year.
Right.
Sorry, I just don't want to do that.
Right.
I don't want to do that. So I end up picking Tusculum College.
Okay.
The reason I had picked them, shout out Coach Boone. The reason I picked them was because they had a block schedule. I don't know if you know how Valley Tech is, where they'll have like a 4-hour day.
Yeah.
You would literally take one class for 4 weeks. But you know how you do this class. That I'm like, oh, this is perfect. So I only got to focus on one class for 4 weeks, and I'm in Tennessee.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is perfect. And I'm gonna go to a team that's winning, got a history winning, a good coach.
Yeah.
So one thing with me was I asked questions, bro.
Yeah.
I said, hey man, I need to see a guy that you see me fitting in your system.
Yeah.
Like give me some film on who you think I can.
Yeah. Yeah.
And they showed me a guy, and I remember just watching their offense. It wasn't no plays. It was motion.
Yeah.
You just read.
Yeah. Options.
And I said, what? Yeah. Oh, hold on.
Yeah.
You finna. And he like, you ain't playing the point. He's like, you're a 2. I'm like, huh? He's like, no, you're a 2.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm like, all right. So all summer, worked on my body.
Yeah.
That was the hardest I worked, man. Lifting weights, everything.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
We go into that. I get a call. I go to the mill for about a week.
Yeah.
Right before school start.
Yeah.
He called me like, yeah, Ray, I just took the job at West Virginia Wesleyan. I'm like,
bruh.
I'm like, Coach, hold on, what's going on? So what that mean for me? He like, hey, I'm taking all your stuff that's here, and you going with me. I said, Coach, we good. I said, Coach, we in here then. Yeah. So he like, are you okay with it? I said, Coach, if you going, it's gonna be the same opportunity. Yeah. I'm good. So basically, I ended up picking West Virginia Wesleyan. Yeah. Man, rest was history, bro. I ain't even gonna lie to you.
But what was it? Because West Virginia, you don't hear about too many people, too many of us going to.
But what's crazy, they got the biggest like D2, like it was a D2 in like 20 minutes radius.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And the conference was good. We had, I think, 4 teams make the NCAA tournament.
Okay, that's valid.
New coach, so we're starting. Obviously, we started a little rough. You know
Yeah.
But man, listen, that groove got going.
Yeah.
It was over, man. Yeah. And for me, coach was really big.
Yeah.
On holding me accountable, man. He was super hard on me, but man, it ended up paying off, man. So to go into that, the 40-point game start happening.
Yeah.
Like,
speak on that,
man. Listen. Jimmy, so it's Boone, it's Jimmy Boone, and it's Junior. So Junior was like my trainer at that time, but he was assistant coach as well. And we just was locking in the gym, man.
Yeah.
I remember my best friend was crazy. Came with me to West Virginia.
Okay.
But he ended up just leaving out of nowhere. I'm like, bro, I gotta go back to the crib. I can't do this. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot. You know what I mean? It's a lot just to go from there to
that's what what's the weather like down there?
Like that Philadelphia area type weather. DC.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, but so we just locking in, and I just remember like, man, hold on, like you get that feeling, man. Yeah. You just get it. After I seen me get to like 30s. I think I had like 30 something with like, I had like 12 minutes left. I think I had like 34. But the game wasn't even a blowout. It was close.
It was close. It was needed that 40, bro.
Yeah, so I'm like, okay.
Yeah.
We just keep going. So I got 48. Wow, that happened. So then next thing you know, we playing again. Next game. Yeah. We on the road now. We playing against a team that ended up making the NCAA tournament.
Yeah.
Man, gave them 41.
Damn,
gave them 41.
But they scout report.
But I'm big on how you gonna scout reading the screen.
Right.
You can't scout that.
Right.
I'm reading you.
Yeah.
However you decide to guard me, I'm reading you.
Yeah.
So I had 41. I think I probably missed like 67 shots. I guess it ain't like I'm out there just.
You ain't on your no.
No, I don't do that. I don't do that. Yeah. I'm real big on guys being efficient. So for me, that wasn't the case. Yeah. So that happened, and then I ended up playing against Glenville State.
Okay.
I think they held me to 35.
They held you?
They held me. No, they held me to 35. Then we got another. Then look, we got another game. A fourth game. So 3 out of 4. Yeah. We playing Shepherd. Shepherd beat us. Shepherd University had beat us at their spots, and I had ours. Yeah. 41. Yeah. And I said, Coach, we're 4 minutes to go. I'm like, man, put cash in. I'm like, man, let him get in. Man. I'm like, come on. Yeah. I don't want to, because I'm going to mess up in my mind. I'm like, I want to stay efficient. We're already up 20. Yeah. I don't want no 50.
Right.
You know what I mean? So after that, man, that kind of transitioned into NBA teams calling.
All right, speak on that.
Transition into NBA teams calling.
All right, speak on that. So the year done. How did y'all finish?
We went to the NCAA. No, they calling during the season. This is why the 40 balls going. I remember Coach made a tweet. Hurry up and deleted it. So I went to his office. I said, what? He was like, Memphis, Bucks, and the Bulls just called about He tagged me, Raymont McElroy.
So when they call, who do they talk to?
They talking to my coach. They talking to coach. So they talking to him, man, and he. So I'm like, hey, coach, what's going on? Right, I go to the office, he's like, man, scout card, you know what I mean? And they checking for you, like, they seeing the numbers you putting up and we winning. Yeah. And I'm like, all right, so keep going. We on like a 15-game win streak.
Oh, y'all doing?
You know what I mean? We end up in, we got like a 5 seed. Yeah. You know what I mean? So it wasn't an automatic bid. We just had such a good record. We ended up losing in our. Okay. So we just had such a good record. We won against Winston-Salem, all-black school. You know, they had up the big, we beat them. I hit a 3 with, I want to say like 13 seconds. Yeah. Hit a 3 about 13 seconds. We ended up winning by 2. And then we ended up losing in the round of 32 to get to the Sweet 16. Okay. You know what I mean? So we get there, and then I'm NBA talk.
Let's make that transition.
Yeah, so for me, I'm leaving. I'm like, hey, coach, I need to go back to the crib. I need to get things in order. I need to work out. I need to hire a trainer, get an agent. And he told me, he was like, just stay here. Just stay here. You can have access to the gym all you want, I'm like, bro, I was ready to get out of West Virginia. And it was a situation where I couldn't graduate because I went from a public to a private school. Even though I had over 100 credits. Yeah, you know, when you transfer, you know, they don't really take everything. Yeah. So I'm like, man, I really just came because I knew I needed this year. Yeah. To see what happened. Yeah. So, ended up leaving. I ended up playing in the, they still let me play in the NCAA D2 game. So they picked the top 20 college guys. Yeah. I'm in there. I ended up getting MVP of that. I think I had like 21, 5, and 5. Okay. Scouts is there. Yeah. Top of the D2. Yeah. So everything everything valid, man. We good. Yeah. Man, Boone called me like a week later, like, hey, your coach at Northern gave a bad report. I said, what? I said, your coach at Northern. So I called my original coach that I originally was playing for before he retired, and then Boone came in. Yeah. And basically told them, you know, got an attitude, I'm not athletic, not really that good, I'm selfish.
That's petty, bro.
You know.
That's petty.
And one thing for me is, man, listen, I went through this when I've been overseas, helping guys that were talking crazy and hating on me. Just because you're from the city, I'm going to say, man, go get him. He dope. You know what I mean? Even when guys who were recruiting me ask, hey, Ray, why you leaving? Yeah. What's up with dude? Hey, man, go there. I never told nobody don't go there. Yeah. Even after what happened. I'm not that type of person. I want to see everybody win. Yeah. Especially if you're from the city. Man, you're from the city.
Man, that's a goofy, bro.
So that happens. Now I'm sitting there. I got an agent, and he's trying to get me overseas.
So speak on that first contract, bro.
Man, I wish it was that simple. Yeah, it took me a year. You got an All-American guard right here that's 6'2". Yeah. I got an agent. Yeah. I ain't got nothing on my resume that's bad. I ain't got no criminal history. Man, I'm valid. Yeah. Man, I had to sit I'm seeing guys at a D1. I'm seeing guys at a D1 that average 2 points. Yeah. Signed before me.
But they got that D1
tag. They got that D1 tag though, bro. So I'm going through this process, man. And at one point, man, I was like, bro, I'm just finna chill. I don't even wanna. I'm just gonna chill. Yeah. It's like, bro, I gotta keep. I done put the work in. I put the time in. I treated the game with respect. Yeah. Like, man, ain't no love that right now.
You got the resume too.
Man, so I'm at St. Charles at this time, man, working. Yeah. And basically, I ended up getting a call to go play in North Carolina for like a overseas exposure camp. Yeah. So I go down there, 80 guys all across the country. Yeah. I got MVP. But why are these? You know they're gonna get the bigs. Yeah. 3 bigs end up signing over there. But they like, hey, we taking the top 15, we going on tour. Yeah. So I'm like, cool, tour 4 Gs. And we leave in like 2 months. I'm like, bro, I just got out of college, bro. You know what I mean? I got my little family. Yeah. So, long story short, I ended up trying to scrape up the bread, which I did, and then I'm there. Yeah. It was over. Like, really, that's how I got, you mean to tell me I done did all this, and you give me the opportunity to play for these teams and these GMs? Yeah. I was averaging 33 against BBL top league teams. Yeah. Like I'm.
You doing your thing, basically.
So how it happened was, and this is the thing that I tell guys with tours, you got to pay attention when people's seasons are.
Yeah.
So they got us over there. We really just exhibition games for them.
Right.
They already got their players signed.
Yeah.
Coach is telling me, man, if we didn't sign this player already, I'll sign you right now.
Yeah.
So they like, just give me your contact information in case something happen.
Yeah.
But one guy was like, look, I'm finna help you, man. I'm like, I'm finna help you. I'm like, all right. So he ended up giving me an agent information. And he gave him a call like, hey, this kid can play. Yeah. You need to place him. And I was out there for a whole month. By the time I got back, about 2 weeks later, I had an offer from Morocco.
Okay.
Yeah. 2 weeks later, I had an offer from Morocco.
Okay.
Yeah. That's how it all happened.
Man, speak on that.
Speak on that. Man, listen. Nervous.
Yes.
Little scared, a little bit, you know. I'm going out the country, you know what I'm saying? I'm by myself.
Yeah.
Going away from my family for the first time, like far away.
Yeah.
So I would say if I could pick anywhere I play to go play again or live, it'd be Morocco. Easy. Food amazing, people great.
Yeah.
It is a Muslim country, but it's open. It ain't like,
you still could.
Like Saudi when I was in Saudi Arabia.
Yeah.
No, that experience was everything, man.
Yeah.
That experience was everything for sure.
How was the comp over there?
You got a couple guys that were like overseas or in the league and took some time off.
Yeah.
That's kind of like a league to kind of start.
Yeah.
It wasn't a lot of bread. I think it was like $1,500 with bonuses. You get bonuses. I had my own crib that paid for my flight.
You ain't paying for none of that. You had to whip over there too?
I had to whip, You got all that. They do all that for you.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So then we go there.
Yeah.
We win the cup. I think we lost the championship in the regular season.
Yeah.
And then I go to the crib.
Yeah.
Saudi Arabia happened. Not a bag double triple. Like you winning.
Yeah.
All right. We need you now.
Yeah.
Now let's go. So I signed with a different agent. He's like, you sign with me, I'll get you this deal. Signed with him a day later, I had a deal. I had to deal to Saudi Arabia. And I had to leave in 2 days. So I'm like, I'm gone.
Yeah.
Now, as far as living-wise, the money and everything, Saudi Arabia was amazing.
Yeah.
The disconnect was all I could do was play 2K or FaceTime my people.
See, that's tough. That's tough.
You know what I'm saying? I couldn't really
Could you go out at
all? No, you can't go out. The only time you're around other women is like the grocery store.
And it's different. It's different
over
here dealing with.
You go to jail.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
No, for real. You would go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, for real. They don't play that. Like you still to chop your hand off.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? They tell you when you're on the plane and you sign that document.
Yeah.
If you smuggle drugs and get caught, equal death. Like it's like that for real.
That's wow. Ain't like you about to do that, but just to hear that
that's crazy.
Go on, bro. Like what?
Scared.
Damn. Hey, so like knowing it's like that, bro, did that affect your play?
No. I ain't gonna lie, it was cracking.
Yeah.
You mean to tell me I'm playing in front of 10,000 every night?
Yeah.
Lit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Damn,
so I was good.
So what's the next move after Saudi, bro?
Mexico. Top league. Top league Mexico.
Yeah.
So I'm in top league Mexico. That's the crib.
Yeah.
It's like here.
Yeah. You still.
Now that league, you can go look right now. LMVP, top league Mexico.
Yeah.
Probably about 15, 20 NBA guys right now. When they was like that when I was there.
Yeah.
But here we go. That's why people like, man, why you listen, man? You gotta go check the resume.
Yeah.
You mean tell me I'm top 5 scorer and you got 20 ex-NBA guys that's bouncing G League, NBA.
Yeah.
People go LMVP Mexico because it's right there.
Yeah.
And it's the best competition.
Yeah.
You got guys from Puerto Rico, top guys. You know what I mean? That's what it is.
Yeah. That's dope, man. So was that your last stop or you
Nope. So I went there. I went back to Saudi. Yeah, I'm back in Saudi Arabia now.
Same team?
Different team.
But the same league though.
Different team, same league, bigger bag. So I'm like, cool, we locked in.
Yeah.
Man. So this the part of overseas that people don't talk about, man.
Yeah.
When your family got an emergency or you going through something.
Oh, okay. And you
and I remember just leaving, bro. I had to get up out of there. I was going through some family stuff.
Yeah.
And I ended up just getting up out of there. And what's crazy, but when I was leaving, the team was like they weren't trying to let me leave. Really? The coach like, nah, man. Coach like, nah, just stay. It'll be fine. I'm like, all right.
Yeah.
So long story short, man, I end up just getting a ticket, hitting it. But when I get there, your teammates are soldiers and army people. Yeah. When I get there, my teammate like, he made that call.
Yeah.
Told coach, they pop up.
Yeah.
5 minutes later at the airport. Man, listen. They surrounded me, G. No lie. Surrounded me like, hey. They like, where you going? I'm like, huh? They're like, you leave? I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah, I gotta go. I got a family, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And they like, no, you not. I'm like, huh? They're like, you not going nowhere. Gun. I'm talking about, they got guns. And like, it's like that. Surrounded. I'm like, I'm like, what's going on? They like, we want the money back, all the money. They like, we want this, we want the shoes. They like, if you don't, we gonna say you stole. I'm like, huh?
That's wild, bro. And like, you can't do nothing like.
But I had a guaranteed contract. So like, you got to sign on this right now and say, otherwise, I know we owe you this money.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm like, all right. So of course I signed it.
Yeah.
Because in my mind, if I sit there and do that, y'all never hear from me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Y'all never hear from me again, for real.
Yeah.
So I end up signing.
Yeah.
I end up getting up out of there.
Yeah.
And I remember just taking off my book bag, bro, and literally taking my passport out and just gave them everything because they had just paid me too.
Yeah.
So they were salty about that.
Yeah.
And they was giving me advances. I'm like, man, I need this, I need that. You know what I'm saying? So again, it was one of those situations, bro. So I got up out of there, got back to my family, trying to figure out what was going on.
Yeah.
And I ended up basically taking like a year and a half off.
Yeah.
And then I went to Mexico. I went to Cibercopa. That's the summer league.
Okay.
You play 4 games a week.
Yeah.
Body, I'm like, dog. I get hurt doing this. No lie. I'm in there. I'm literally just doing the free throw. Something. Oh, I'm like, bro, what? We didn't shoot it. We didn't even shoot around. We didn't walk through.
Oh, damn.
And I'm like, okay, maybe I'll be good.
Yeah.
Man, I had 20, but he like, hey, can you keep playing like this?
Yeah.
My coach is Maurice Reddick right now. Yeah. He like, bro, can you keep? I'm like, bro, I ain't gonna lie, you gotta send me to the crib. It's the only time I ever been sent home.
Yeah.
And it was like, tell him to send me home. I'm like, bro, I'm not okay.
Yeah.
So come to find out, I had kind of what KD had before he kept playing on it. I'm like, oh yeah, I'm going to the crib.
Yeah.
So I go to the crib and take that time off for about 3-4 months. Nothing, doing nothing. He called me back like, hey, you want to come back?
Yeah.
And I'm like, nah, I'm good, bro. I'm like, because for me, it just didn't make sense. I was back working.
Yeah.
I was back doing this, and the money that they were offering that summer, because in that league, you could have 4 or 5 Americans.
Okay.
Yeah, so it's like you got to pay everybody.
Yeah.
No budget ain't like that. If you got to pay 4 or 5 people, you still want to try to win.
Right.
So, so from there, I'm chilling.
Yeah.
Working, training, I'm coaching. And I get a call about Zacatecas in Mexico.
Yeah.
And I'm like, man, I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
And listen, I need closure on it. In my eyes, it was like, this is my last day out.
Yeah.
So I'm like, let me go in there. So I went there.
Yeah.
And listen, Mexico is Mexico. And I love tacos, all right?
Yeah.
Hey, listen, man. I love tacos, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So for me, it's down the street from the crib if something do happen. You know what I'm saying? So I'm good. I just knew I wasn't going back to no Middle East.
No,
I can tell you that.
Yeah.
But no, so when I'm there, I think they had me playing. Listen, you get 2 Americans each team.
Yeah.
But they took 20 guys down there. So you got to take out of them 20 guys. You can't go get.
Yeah.
Bro, they had me and another guard, my boy Pratt, man. Shout out my boy Pratt, man. He playing slam ball on ESPN next month.
Doing it.
But so it's me and him. We the only 2 guards. Everybody's got a guard in the bid.
Yeah.
Bro, we in there smacking it. Man, listen, there's no way.
Yeah.
Like on some Carmen this year. Like, yo, y'all big is this and y'all winning. Like, they had me playing. Yeah. I'm like, bro, we going 2-3. I'm playing the middle of the zone, bro.
Yeah.
This how we gonna do. We gonna do the transition.
Yeah.
Pratt, go get your. We talking about 40. We talking about 50. I think he had a game. I had a game. I had 64. He had a game. He had like 50 something.
Y'all clowning.
No, he was getting to it, man. For real. So after that, man. So I'm sitting there. I got Canada.
Yeah.
Canada call. Yeah. I'm like, this right when COVID finna come. So it's like a week before they shut, like the world basically shut down.
Yeah.
So I remember sitting there and I'm like, bro, I don't think I wanna take this deal. I remember it's crazy. I remember signing the deal.
Yeah.
Getting on the plane, and then next thing you know, Man, the plane got canceled for the night. So I'm like, for me, I'm like, this is my sign.
Yeah.
I'm like, this is my sign. Because I already was, the first time I ever was like, bro, do I want to go play?
Yeah.
Like, I ain't never had that feeling. So I said, hey, it's time to walk. So I remember calling my family. I was in the hotel.
Yeah.
I'm like, hey, I'm done. They're like, what? I'm like, I'm done. It's over for me right now. So I ended up getting back on the plane, I reversed my ticket.
Yeah.
Went back, and from there, that was it. I just started after that. Kind of tapped into kind of what I'm doing now.
Yeah. So we're going to make that transition. But before we make the transition, you know what I'm saying, speak on the side, bro. Just speak on your career and just the experience of being a pro, bro. How was it for you?
I would say, man, my book coming out is going to explain all this, I swear.
Matter of fact, we're gonna save it. We're going to call a timeout this halftime. I want to get that. I ain't even know that. I'm going to get that info from him. It's who's got next? All right, man, we are here with part 2. Sit down with my man, wrap the interview up, and he just dropped a bomb on me before we end it. But I want you to speak on, we'll say members only for last, but I want you to speak on your training, bro.
Yeah, man. So kind of naturally just happened.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like I'm around the kids, I'm coaching, and I just felt like basketball was getting watered down, man. I feel like it was too many people trying to beat James Harden and Kyrie instead of just being themselves. You know what I mean? So I just kind of feel like training with me is different in the sense of I can sit here and talk about all these guys that are training. Great at what they do. You know, everybody got their own lane. But I'm not fast.
Yeah.
I ain't finna out jump nobody.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm not quick.
Yeah.
But anywhere I play, I'm gonna be effective. I'm gonna be efficient.
Right.
So I'm teaching basketball from the standpoint of literally we're gonna work on hezzy both hands.
Yeah.
Your counter to it.
Yeah.
And we're gonna work on ripping through.
Yeah.
Rip through, either catch and shoot, rip through both sides and getting comfortable and getting the reps in. Man, I feel like you gotta look at basketball is that.
Yeah.
Of course, you got a Page or something. Even Page though, even
our games.
But look though, 2 dribbles.
Yeah,
maybe.
Facts.
She come off.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't. That's what I want to see, man.
Hey, and they got cheated last night too.
They definitely did.
So that's a side note.
They definitely did, but I just seen the game being like that, and it just made me want to tap into it. And I started out with a couple guys that were like family to me, and then I was posting it, and then it just started growing. Yeah, you know what I mean, naturally. So that's what made me really just tap into it in the sense of I seen the results of it. You know what I mean? I see it at every level. I got a guy overseas. I got a guy, I got a guy in the NBA. I'm about to go down. Jaden Quintus. He was just in the All-American game. The youngest All-American, high school All-American. McDonald's All-American. Yep. So he's going to Kentucky. He got to be there for 2 years. So I'll be going down there with his pops. I played with his pops in Morocco. You know what I mean? So it's just crazy what basketball do and connect you with. And I'm big on just natural connections and natural things happening. I don't want to force nothing.
No, facts,
I want things to be organic. You know what I mean? So
again,
training for me. I always say, man, keep basketball simple. You know what I mean? Make basketball simple again. I feel like right now it's getting complicated because it's about the likes. It's about, you know what I mean? The highlight.
It don't even matter if you won or not, bro. Did you have a YouTube moment?
Yeah, exactly.
But I would say the one thing I think that's super dope, and I don't want you to change it. You can't, bro. Seeing we from Milwaukee, we know MPS. Seeing them yellow lights in that court, bro, that small setting, bro, that's hard. And it make you just be working here. We ain't here trying to look pretty, bro.
I know. It's other opportunities with gyms and stuff, but
it just look dope, bro.
And I call it the jungle, man. It's the jungle.
Yeah, man. Y'all need to keep that, man. That'd be my opinion.
No. It's gonna stay that way, man. It's gonna stay that way. Man. Shout out Miss Gam, my principal, man. She definitely showing love with supporting that, and you know what I mean. It ain't even just basketball. Some of that stuff is, man. I let kids out there. I'm like, man, just come. Man, I don't want to go home, man. Mom's and pops doing this or this happening, or I need this. And I'm like, man, the gym open, bro. Like, it's cool. Come on. You know what I mean? It's more. It ain't even just basketball, bro. It's bigger than that. It ain't kind of. It is bigger than that. So
that's love. And now my man dropped the bomb on me with the book, man. Speak on that real quick, man.
So finishing up a book right now. And you asked me, why? Like, why? What made you want to do this?
Yeah.
And for me, it's just the persona of professional basketball overseas. And I think some people think they're ready for it, and they not.
Right.
I know guys that go over there for a week and be like, I can't do this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? I know some guys that go over there, they don't get paid on time. They be like, I'm gone.
Yeah, right.
To be honest with you, I got a chapter, coldest chapter. It's called Tomorrow. It's called Tomorrow.
Yeah.
And that chapter is about everywhere I went, they do this. Payday. Tomorrow. Hey, tomorrow.
You know what
tomorrow.
That means?
Hey, look, and keep going, and it keep going.
Yeah.
And in that chapter, I had to hold my leverage. And what happened when I was in Morocco, we finna play in the championship game.
Yeah.
Me and my guy, Q, who I was just telling about who's son going to Kentucky, he like, hey, bro, you know if we lose, they not finna pay us. I said, huh? He like, dog, listen to me. They not finna pay us. He like, think about they would have paid us. They right. And they ain't gonna get our flight. I'm like, bro, you think they do that? He like,
that's
man, listen.
wild, bro.
So he the OG in the game. He like, bro, you gotta hold your leverage.
Yeah.
I'm like, man, whatever you wanna do, I'm gonna do. We sit in the locker room. They tell me they ain't got the money our flights.
Yeah.
We sit in the locker room 10 minutes for the game. We like, hey, we not playing. So y'all get our flights and y'all.
Yeah.
So in 10 minutes, I was able to go get our money.
Right.
And go get our flights when we've been asking.
Yeah.
And that was an eye opener for me, man. That's when I started realizing that this is a real shiesty business.
That's damn near some kidnapping shit, bro. If they don't let you leave and they
listen, man, it's a lot of, and then I know guys in Russia with the mob. So there's certain places I wouldn't even go play.
Animal,
you know what I'm saying?
That's a different animal.
But no, so yeah, that book.
I need that, bro. Whatever it costs, I need two, bro. I need you to sign one too. And the last thing, I need you to plug your stuff, man. No. Plug your stuff, man. Plug your stuff.
Yeah, man. It's on here too, man. Representing clothing, man. Yeah. No, I tapped in to that, man. I kind of was partnered with somebody else previously, but I kind of wanted to branch off and do my own thing.
Yeah.
I wanted something that was exclusive.
Yeah.
You know, so members only basketball kind of come in that lane with that, because I kind of feel like if you watch any of my workouts, you come to a workout, it's gonna be hard, it's gonna be efficient, it's gonna be effective, and it's gonna be nothing but basketball plays. We're working on rip throughs, reading the rip through, reading somebody's body language, reading somebody's footwork, knowing where you are your best at on the court, knowing your spot. We're not finna sit. We not doing. You gonna handle the ball enough. You gonna handle the ball enough to get to your spot.
Yeah.
What am I finna see here and how you doing it? No. And most of the time, 90% of guys that doing that, you're not even a guy on your team that's gonna be doing that.
Yeah, that's facts.
So why are you doing that? You know what I mean? So again, that's why I said it go back into me and how I play. This is my thing. I can't show somebody something that I didn't do. That is how I feel.
Right.
And there's no knock to nobody. Can you learn something and you know, educate yourself? Yeah. But I'm gonna be honest with you. If I got a Porsche, I'm taking that Porsche to the dealership. I ain't taking it to 27th and Capitol. You wanna know why? Because they got that experience really in the field. And that's how I feel. There's no disrespect to nobody, but that's just me personally. Like with my daughter, like even I train her, but she ain't going to everybody. She go to probably 2 people. And the only reason she going there is because I seen their work, I seen how effective it is, and I seen the outcome of it. Some people, man, some trainers just rebounders. It's one of those like, hey, let's get these shots.
Glorified.
What are you showing? What are you showing me? What are you doing? You know what I'm saying? I got some people, I turn workouts down. I'll be like, hey man, look, this ain't gonna work. You ain't going hard enough. I apologize. I'm gonna give you your money back, but this ain't working for me. You know what I mean? I really set a standard with every level I'm at, whether it's middle school, whether it's high school, whether it's college, whether it's pro. And the results there, Carmen, listen, you show me another team that small that was that. We was 1 game from state. Man. My middle school team, we just won it all. We beat everybody in MPS. We literally just won the march of champions. I didn't go recruit nobody. I took my guys. We built, we trained, we developed, and this is what we did. The results there. You know what I mean?
Man, that's dope. That's dope. Bruh, you got the book, you got the training, you got members only, bruh. What's the goal? What you aiming for? What's next?
Man, it was crazy. I just got a call from a guy who just had a G League workout with Philly. I was named Mario. I was just working him out. Called me the other day. He said, Ray, you helping guys get overseas and you helping guys get in college, and you like, why don't you become an agent? I'm like, I always thought about it. I naturally do this though. I naturally do it already. I help guys. This is what I've been doing. I'm like, that might be,
yeah.
You know what I mean? That might be what I want to tap into. But I think short-term goal-wise, I want to become a travel trainer. Like now, opportunities are happening with teams.
Yeah.
I got a guy going to the Philippines. He leave May 7th. He already talked to his coach. They're gonna fly me out. I'm gonna train the team.
Dope.
You know what I mean? So everything again is just naturally. It ain't nothing that I'm overdoing. They just everything. God just in a sense. It's coming full circle. I'm doing everything the right way. I'm not. I'm not backstabbing nobody. I'm not downing nobody. I'm doing everything the right way. I ain't cheating the grind. So the results is coming. You know what I mean, in a positive manner.
Man, that's dope, man. If you got anything left for the people, anything to tell the kids, anything we need to hear, man.
Another part of the reason why I did my book, and just in life, period, man. 2 things. First thing, always go where you want it. Always go with it for sure. You know what I mean? I'm talking about a relationship. I'm talking about basketball. I'm talking about coaching, anything. Always go where you want it. Period. You know what I mean? Don't go with somewhere just because it's a name on it. Go who wants you. I'm dealing with that right now. You know what I'm saying? So I would say that, man. And I would say, don't.
That's a wrap. My boy, we out.